shot.
All right. Enjoy, Peter.
Thank you. Good job.
Bye.
Look at the
Hey, you have to get in.
I have to get in.
Get in fast.
And
Okay,
you?
this is a great shot. You can just ride up there and hang on. I'll drive more or less slowly.
Give me a spotter.
And I won't jam on the brakes, except if I have to run from Cape Buffalo.
Might make you happy that way.
You're coming with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be in the
Yeah, I'll
back.
be in the back. I don't need to be on camera.
Okay.
Muppet.
You have your binoculars, babe?
They're in there.
They're in the thing
front.
there? Okay, good. Because I have the big pair back here.
Are we all set?
We're just,
We're all in.
I'm moving back, I imagine, in a little bit, right? Because I don't have my camera up here.
Yeah, don't lean toward the window too much. I'll lose your. But you guys can talk. We can hear you.
So, Don, tell us what we're doing today.
We are enjoying one of the great concentrations of wildlife on the planet, concentrated right around this campsite. We've gotten reports from everybody else about where the animals are, and they're all saying, well, they're all right here. So that means the predators are magnetized to this area. We had some really intense rain all last week. 2 or 3 nights last week we had very intense rain. It's brought up a new growth, a whole new flush of grass. And that's what the Plains game really love. No, you just see that black and white butterfly
Yes,
that
I
just
did.
went through? Marilyn, did you see
Yeah.
that? It's a very robust, there it is right there. Black butterfly with white polka dots. And it flies very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just get it again. That's the male of the diadem, D-I-A-D-E-M butterflies. And the female looks like a monarch butterfly. And she's a
Really?
slower flyer and a weaker flyer. And the male's defense, being attacked by a predator, is to outfly it, outmaneuver it. The female, which is just slow enough that she can't quite operate with that defense, has adopted cryptic colorization. She imitates the monarch butterfly family, who feed on milkweeds and plants that have a toxic milky fluid, and they absorb that. So when a bulbul or a flycatcher or one of the predators grabs one of the monarch family, they had this bitter taste. So they learn from the very beginning to just leave alone any butterflies that have that orange, black spotted, black outline wing with the little white spots. Well, that's how the diadem butterfly female defends herself. She's evolved, selected to have the colorization that imitates an animal that everybody thinks is inedible or very unpleasant. So that's her defense. When you see the male, you can't believe that he's courting this orange butterfly, but that's one of the most extreme sexual dimorphisms around in anywhere in the world.
Yeah, fascinating.
Well, in just a minute out of camp, we're in the middle of this
Well,
gorgeous
my
grassland.
campsite extends 1,000 meters, 3,000 feet from the campfire, and that goes all the way to where so all this area is within my camp concession. So it's 25 acres here, and we just happen to have, some years it doesn't happen this way, a lot of intense rain. So we've got more, because the soil's been soft and there's been a lot of grass cover, warthogs. You see, normal warthog families are 2 generations.
Oh, uh-huh.
We've got a lot of young zebra here. Some are only a few days old. Let me know if you want me to switch off the engine.
It's okay.
I'm just going to let that camera roll. So when the battery dies, it's over.
That's the bird we saw earlier. What's that called?
What's that, Marilyn?
Right, straight ahead in the grass.
Yep.
Forgot not the name of it.
I want to get a shot of these.
I'll tell you in a
little
second. Let me
warthogs.
have a look. Oh, this is a hammerkop.
That's it. Oh, right. That.
Hammerhead stork. But look at the size of this big bull warthog. He is an old guy. So this is the hammerhead stork, and it builds the largest nest on Earth.
Wow. Yeah, that's what
It's one of the true brilliant animal architects, and its nest is like a tiny home. It's probably close to your little tea house. It's got 2 rooms. It's got a lower entryway and a roof, and they build it. The male-female hammerkop mate for life. But every year they go through a mating ritual to reinforce their bond. And as part, look at the zebra doing a dust bath here.
Well, so how long does it take them to build that kind of a nest?
They work weeks because they carry it one stick at a time.
Oh.
And they don't hire any outside help. You can't accuse them of hiring undocumented labor.
Exactly.
So what he or she, there's no difference, there's no sexual dimorphism in this particular bird species. As all of you know, I'm sure, that in the birds of prey, it's reverse sexual dimorphism. The female is larger than the male and more boldly patterned or colored or whatever, and is dominant in the territory and on the nest. With this bird, which is a stork, the male sometimes has some, and there may be, I'm not completely authoritative on this species and lots of other things, but I don't see any physical difference. Usually you see them operating within the same area, and they're always active. They're out very industriously gathering mud and insects. They feed on water life. Hammerkop is a Dutch word meaning hammerhead. So when it erects its feathers on the back of its head, it vaguely looks like a claw hammer.
Nice bird.
Grass is high enough right now, but when warthogs are really pushing it, they can get down on their front knees and shovel. Their lower teeth are beveled out, like 45 degrees to the jaw. So they're actually using it like a scoop and chiseling in to the main food source they have, which are the grass corms, the unsprouted grass, which is the identical food to baboons, by the way.
Oh.
Tuangalie pande ya maratoto.
Maratoto.
Yeah.
Sawa sawa.
Iko kitu asubuhi hapo.
Okay. Lakini unajua mimi sana napenda sana
Yeah.
tembea. Napenda enda pole pole.
Okay, hiyo ndio mzuri.
Nifundishe wageni.
Hiyo ndio mzuri.
My guiding style tends to be more ground intense and intimate and not necessarily mission focused.
I was just showing there's some giraffe over
on the
there.
left.
Far over there.
There's a young there that's about 4 months old.
Oh.
There you go, just what you were saying, Bruce. Get those microbes going there, little guy.
Poop shots.